Loyalty. Yeah, loyalty, because I feel like when you're getting to know somebody, whether it's like in the dating or the friendship, it's a choice, and you have to make that choice of, okay, it's gonna be me and you. I want to see how this thing works out, so I have to cut off, if you've been talking to other people, whatever, let me kind of like cut these other people off. Not so much as like put a banner out like I'm talking to somebody, but you make a conscious decision within yourself to say, it's going to be me and this person, to see how this thing fits. And you can't love somebody at that point. You don't really know them enough. You haven't been through enough with them to be like putting that type of emotion out. There might be an infatuation, or there might be a strong like for that person, but that's not love. So there has to be a loyalty that comes in with that, of making the decision of, it's going to be me and you, until we get to the portion of where we can say, oh, this is love. This is love. So I think that with loyalty and with sticking with that, love kind of manifests out of that.
Okay. What experiences have you been through?
Oh, how many can I count? From my own personal experience, I've been in relationships, I've been in situationships where there's been love, or there's been infatuation, or very strong like, and I was the type of person to be like, oh, if I give this, feeling, or if I do this, or if I act this way, then this person will be loyal to me, or this person will love me, or this person will want to do right by me and stay with me. And up until now, because I'm in a relationship now, that has not been what it is. I've been cheated on. I've had people to like drop me like a bad habit and go to the next best thing, or go to the thing that they actually had. They just didn't let me know about it. I was in a relationship for a year, 2015 to like mid 2016, and it seemed to be going really well. It started really good. And loyalty was the thing that kind of, now that I think about it, loyalty was the thing that kept me with him, because he was doing things that I really liked. He was doing things that I kind of wanted to see, how far can this go? And I was talking to somebody else at the time, but that person was not doing things that made me feel, not comfortable, but that made me feel like he wanted to be with me. So I switched my loyalty to somebody else and cut that person off in a very nice way, because we weren't together. We didn't have any established thing. We were just kind of like talking and trying to figure some stuff out, but it wasn't going anywhere, and he was not trying to bring it in the direction for it to go somewhere. So I moved my loyalty, and me and my ex were, like I said, together for a year, and for the most part, we had a lot of great, good nuggets, things that I was able to take, away with myself. And towards the end of it, for me, I feel like his loyalty changed. There was love, but the loyalty was no longer there, because I feel like he felt like he had some things that I guess he wanted to do for himself, and it stopped being about us doing for each other, and it was me doing a lot for him. It's me doing a lot for him and trying to make him feel comfortable, but I wasn't receiving the same. So while there was still love, I do feel like he still loved me, and I definitely still loved him, but where my loyalty was still there with him, his loyalty wasn't there for me anymore. So.
Okay. Is there a time when you were younger where you felt differently?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you think later on down the line, do you think your answer would change?
When I was younger, an hour ago. When I was younger, I was definitely like, I want love above all things, and love heals, and love is the ultimate, and it is. But there are levels to love. You don't wake up one day and you're just like, I love this person. There are things that build up to that. And there's another saying where they're like, love conquers all. Love is also fleeting. You have to work at love. Love is not just something that, you put it on the table and it's going to stay there. It's just like a bouquet of flowers. It withers. Stuff happens. So how do you keep it alive? Do you plant it, or do you let it die, or do you give it some more water? But whereas love can do all these different changes, loyalty can stay. Loyalty can be there. I look at old people all the time and look at the dynamics of their relationship. I know an old couple who've been together for years. They don't sleep in the same bedroom anymore. Whereas I know another old couple and they don't do anything without each other. But that, in both situations, they're still, both married couples. And that's out of loyalty, not necessarily love. One of them might have a little bit more love than the other, but they both have loyalty. I definitely thought that love would cover everything, and I do think that there are a lot of people who did have love for me or did love me, but they weren't loyal to me. They didn't do what they needed to do to stay. It was very easy for some of them to move forward and move on for whatever their reasons were, because they were loyal to themselves and they weren't loyal to us or whatever it is that we had going on. So I'm glad that my thought process has changed, because it will definitely save me a lot of not heartbreak, because you can get your heart broken anytime, but it'll definitely save like me as far as like the process and going through. So
for the women, I guess women and men, but mostly for the women who feel like they choose love over loyalty, why do you think that is? What's the difference between those women and you?
Girls are always given the fairy tale. We grow up reading fairy tales and this, happily ever after, and she was asleep for 100 years and he came and kissed her and they were immediately in love. So we're told this from the time that we're born. We're always going to think that there's some Prince Charming and that we're with Princess in a tower and they're going to come and save us, and that is love. And so that's what we're kind of conditioned to expect. But in life, that's not reality. It's not a reality. And I think that what it is for me, I've just grown up in so many different family dynamics. My parents got a divorce a year ago. The women in my family don't really have a lot of healthy relationships with men. And from seeing that, it kind of changed my perspective on some things, because even as a kid I didn't really realize or expect it, but especially coming in as an adult and a lot of things being exposed to me now because I'm old enough to be able to understand, I was just like, oh, this is not the Beauty and the Beast Cinderella Sleeping Beauty story that I thought that this was supposed to be. That's a lie. It's all lies. It's all lies, people. It's lies. But I realized that in love, like I said, love can be fleeting, but you can find things that will make you want to continue to be loyal. My godmother was telling me that she and her husband have been married for 27, 28 years now. And she's so happy because she wakes up in the morning and she still likes her husband. She didn't say anything about loving him. And not to say that she doesn't love him, but she's happy about the fact that she still likes him, because you can love somebody and not like them. I think that my parents love each other. They're no longer together. I still think that they have love and respect towards one another, but they're working on liking each other again. Like even in divorce, especially like around the time of their, divorce, there were times where they really did not like each other. But I dare not say that even now, if I were to ask my mom, like, well, do you still love my dad? There's a part of her, there are things that she still loves about my dad, things that he did that, gave loyalty. Like I said, it's a decision. So you have to decide every morning when you wake up in that relationship or that marriage or whatever it is, it's not the love that keeps you, it's the choice that you want to be there that keeps you. Because the love can go away, And even when that happens, when the love goes away, why are you still there? And why are you still sticking it out? Or you can have love and no loyalty, and then you like still stay, because you can love somebody and they cheat on you, and that doesn't mean that person doesn't love you, but they definitely don't have any loyalty to you. Or you can cheat on that person and you'll swear up and down that you love them, but everybody be like, nah, that's not love. But it's like, it is love, but I'm a little bit more loyal to myself and what I want than I am loyal to you. It's a little selfish, but it doesn't mean that I don't love them. Like, and that's a whole nother conversation within itself. But yeah, I choose loyalty every time. I feel like I just said a lot and just rambled, but hopefully it comes together. Hopefully it mends itself and weaves on in.